Adam Klotz is in the Weather Center. I believe that he might be able to join us. Adam, are you there?
Hey guys, yeah, I am here a mile down, which is incredibly shallow as far as these things go, which is why so many people felt it. Like you, I didn't feel it here in the building, but I have friends who've been texting far out into Brooklyn who felt this. Some folks up in Princeton, New Jersey also felt it. So it's really shallow. It's part of a fault system that is really long. It doesn't move.
Well, right now we are heading up to New York City. A live look here from EarthCam. This morning, an earthquake struck New Jersey, and it could be felt in New York City, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. Lebanon, New Jersey, that's about 50 miles west of New York City. The New York Police Department says no injuries or damages were reported, and that earthquake impacted flights for a short time, but things are starting to get back to normal. Still, New York's governor is urging caution.
We're taking this extremely seriously, and here's why. There is always the possibility of aftershocks, and I'll get to that in a moment, but we have not felt the magnitude of an earthquake of this level since about 2011.
And that was New York Governor Kathy Hochul speaking. While earthquakes in the Northeast U.S. are rare, Buffalo, New York was struck by a 3.8 magnitude quake in February of 2023. It was the strongest recorded in the area in 40 years.
Yeah, always frightening when that happens.
Centered in New Jersey, Michael George is in Times Square with the reaction.
A camera on the top of the Statue of Liberty shows the effects of the 4.8 magnitude earthquake that struck the Northeast. These dogs jumped to attention as the shaking rocked homes. And a meeting at the United Nations was briefly interrupted.
You're making the ground shake.
Initially, many thought the shaking was caused by something else.
I don't know if this is an earthquake, so I feel like I'm gonna sit down. I don't think it is, but I think it's just the construction, but it's very weird. And it scared me.
It was a relatively strong earthquake for the Northeast, though it caused minimal damage. Safety crews here in New York City are checking buildings and bridges to make sure they didn't suffer any structural damage. State and local officials are warning residents to be on alert for aftershocks.
But we're ready for the unexpected. This is New York City, and we respond accordingly.
Experts say there's a small chance of an even larger earthquake in the months ahead. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
So from shock to confusion to now relief, I think many New Yorkers know this could have been much worse.
And his family were inside their Valley Stream home.
Is that an earthquake?
It was shake, rattle, and roll.
The whole house was shaking, the glasses were rattling.
I figured, well, it can't be a train. It has to be an earthquake because it lasted a while and it really shook the house. It was scary.
A camera outside a home, and yeah, you see that shaking pretty rapidly. And, you know, if you time it out, some people were saying 15 seconds, but some of these are a little bit quicker than that. But this was pretty close to the epicenter of the quake. We did hear from Dan Rice, and he was saying that he really felt a significant shake. He's close to the epicenter.
Notified by school leaders shortly after the quake that buildings were structurally sound and their children were safe.
I was at school just doing something, but then my hands started shaking.
Were you scared or no? No, you weren't.
I was scared.
No.
A day to remember. On Long Island, Jennifer McLogan, CBS 2 News.